Bertemu kembali. Kementerian Kesihatan Malaysia KKM sangat menggalakkan majikan di negara ini untuk meneruskan dasar bekerja dari rumah BDR bagi memastikan persekitaran tempat kerja yang selamat untuk bekerja. Itu apa kata Menteri Kesihatan Khairy Jamaluddin yang menegaskan kementerian juga menggalakkan sistem penggiliran kehadiran ke pejabat ketika kes COVID-19 makin meningkat berikutan jangkitan varian Omicron. Dan sejak 2 tahun lalu kita menyaksikan urusan bekerja hybrid ini memerlukan komunikasi dalam talian yang kukuh dan konsep ini dijangka berkekalan. Memandangkan proses tugasan kini beralih kepada digital susulan adaptasi bekerja secara hybrid ini, perubahan dalam perhubungan sesama pekerja mula berlaku dan ini menjadikan cabaran besar buat pengurusan sumber manusia untuk memastikan produktiviti keseluruhan tercapai. Bagi mengulas lanjut, kita bersama dengan Phang iaitu Ketua Pegawai Eksekutif dan Pengasas WorkSmartly yang bersedia pada ketika ini. Victor, good morning. Thank you so much for joining us. First of all, how has remote work changed employee relationships in all aspects and with management and their peers, and why is exploring these changes imperative for proper human resource management?
Yeah, I think when it comes to the physical changes, the remote workplace, definitely it lead to the process and also the policy changes. And today I would like to focus more on the changes that impact people as a human in the workplace. I think many companies and experts have conducted a lot of survey to understand the impact of remote work on employee relationship. I think many management know that there are three main areas affecting the employee relationship in the workplace. The first one is the feeling of isolation. Despite there are a lot of tools and applications can support communication, but based on our survey, we found that more than 80% increase in sending messages within the organization are purely work-related. However, when people are working in office, many times our conversation could be beyond work, including family, kids, and shopping. Even more in a physical workplace, sometimes you may be introduced to some other colleague in other department, which may help, which may be benefiting to your work. So the social interaction is in fact decreasing in a remote workplace. A good and sustainable relationship is built by both social and professional interactions. So many employees report feeling left behind by their bosses who did not provide adequate support during the pandemics. The second area would be the employee engagement. Before pandemics, company would organize physical activity like free breakfast, birthday celebration, team building to enhance engagement. However, all these activity may not be available even until today. Although some forms of gathering are allowed, but due to risk management, many companies are still avoiding group gathering kind of events. So in fact, we should have a different view on how to enhance employee engagement digitally. Start from the workflow itself, how the work is being assigned, and what kind of support system is in place if employee face issue on his or her work. The above two areas are leading to the third area, employee experience. The pandemic have actually increased the trend of employer playing an extended role in their employees' financial, physical, and mental well-being. Support include enhanced sick leave, financial assistance, adjusted hours of operation, and childcare provisions. So some organizations supported the community by offering free community services and food basket. So while some organizations have recognized the humanitarian crisis of the pandemics and prioritize the well-being of employees as a people over employees as workers. But some companies have pushed employees to work in conditions they are high risk with little support, treating them as worker first and people second. So be very careful in which approach you take and be mindful of the effect of employee experience, which will be long-lasting.
Victor, as the world enters its third calendar year of living through a pandemic, how can employers design competitive employee appreciation programs that will ensure higher motivation, satisfaction, and also growth?
I think in a post-pandemic era, I'm seeing a more custom-made appreciations and highly flexible benefit toward each individual employee. The apply to everyone kind of benefit and facility will become less and less attractive to employees. However, firstly, please back to basics. How we talk to employees from time to time, our willingness to support or be there for them when they face challenges. In other words, knowing them as a person who may have family and or personal issues, showing them you care. I think this is the most important and fundamental appreciation every employee needs even more during these periods. In addition to the personal touch above, I think company may launch flexi benefit, which employee get to choose their preferred benefit based on the budget provided by the company to each individual employee. Instead of giving apply to everyone kind of benefit, which may not be applicable to some of the employee. For example, medical benefit for single or young employee, they may look for basic medical insurance. But for employee with family, they may want to have a family-based kind of insurance. So the key is relevancy and applicability of the recognition that a particular employee desire, especially the top performers.
Victor, how effective digitalization and proper online communication channels will dominate work culture moving forward?
I think, like it or not, workplace is evolving. Digital tools and applications are here to stay and continue to have more automation and higher intelligence. The main point is not about how high-tech the tool you have, how branded the application you subscribe to. Like I always believe, the first thing when implementing any digital applications is the suitability to support your operation. And at the same time, is your operation can be transformed to be more digital friendly. Effectiveness of any digitalization initiative is determined by these three key points. The first one, very important, your people readiness. Are they digital savvy enough? Are any training needed? The second point would be the software suitability. Don't buy because other companies are buying. Every organization is unique. Even though the two organizations are in the same industry selling the same product, again, they are different in many ways. The third point, also this is very important, is digital friendliness of your processes. Please do not think that once you implemented a digital system, automatically your traditional process will be modernized. A digital-friendly process should be simple, transparent, and sustainable. Yeah.
And Victor, why does the human element matter in employee engagement amid the endemic, and how the full array of tools that systems like WorkSmartly has can help facilitate this?
Okay. I think engagement cannot happen when you are treating your employee as a worker. Basically, it is just a trading relationship. You pay for their skill and energy while they are giving you their time and resources. Therefore, engagement must have human element. You need to treat your employee as a person, as a human. In early days, the main function of a HR system is mainly managing transactional processes. Then about 2-3 years ago, market started to look for a more intelligent HR system that able to generate analytic for better decision making. Today, a HR system is required to help the company to engage people in a hybrid and remote workplace. In addition, we can use features like Smart Story, Value Goal Line, Mission Whiteboard that are available in WorkSmartly system to share company mission statement, remind the employee of the company to their employees, plus encourage peer-to-peer learning via the Smart Story features, especially for those newly onboard employees.
And also, Victor, what is the role of HR teams in keeping employees happy and satisfied with the pandemic in the backdrop of the incoming endemic period?
I think three main roles that they need to play. The first one is facilitator. They need to really help to make sure the compliance of the SOP. Because if the non-compliant, it imposes high risk to the company. The second role HR team, HR members should also play would be as a supporter. they need to support both management and also employee, where be it supporting on their mental well-being, the workflow and the workload, and most importantly will be work-life balance. What kind of policy you need to be in place to support the both management and also the employees. Thirdly, would be as a consultant. I would say that their role being a consultant, advising manager how to treat their employees, and advising the employee how should they respond to the company work during these pandemics or even during the remote workplace. So these three roles, HR must always think in addition to their administrative role. So please do not only focus on the administrative role like processing document, payroll, all that. That is base. But now HR need to move up to make sure everyone is happy. That will be facilitator, supporter, and as a consultant.
All right, Victor, thank you so much for joining us this morning. I really appreciate for you to share that. Itu tadi Victor Phang, kita yang merupakan Ketua Pegawai Eksekutif dan juga Pengasas WorkSmartly. Kita membincangkan tentang bagaimanakah perhubungan yang berubah ini untuk diuruskan susulan dengan tempat kerja hybrid yang berlaku disebabkan oleh pandemik COVID-19 pada ketika ini, dan ini akan dijangka berkekalan melihat kepada jangkitan semasa dan juga gesaan KKM juga untuk terus meneruskan sistem seperti ini. Baik, sekian sahaja Niaga AWANI untuk jam ini. Saya Najib Arif. Assalamualaikum dan salam hormat.